代。那么时中部长现在正推动的防疫新生活运动，阅读也是非常好的选项。那么最近有一本新书的作者很特别，是贾伯斯的大女儿丽莎，用自传的方式，她与在成长中缺席的父亲和解，也与她自己和解。
But then he was very interesting on the page, to my surprise, actually, because in life sometimes he was very quiet and didn't necessarily know how to relate with me and was I think in many ways very awkward.
在贾伯斯过世8年多后，他的大女儿丽莎撰写的自传中文版推出。这对父女的故事，观众曾透过电影等素材略知一二。对于不被承认的历史，丽莎没有否认。可是，在书中，她与大家分享爸爸临终前对她说的话是：“我欠你一回。”
And all this time, I thought maybe he didn't care about me yet, or maybe he didn't want to talk to me, and it was only going back now that I'm older than he was then that I realized, oh, he was just awkward and shy. And you know, as much as you don't understand this when you're a kid.
现年41岁的丽莎·布洛南·贾伯斯是美国的自由作家，这是她的第一本著作。在她的描述中，贾伯斯对他们母女每次越接近之后，又拉远距离。他对父亲感受到既怕且爱的情感。
There's a part where I'm getting myself into college, and that I don't want to give away. But at first I thought that would be a secret I would take with me to my grave, because I felt so badly about it. At the core of it maybe was something like, my father hadn't wanted me when I was born, and maybe he had good reason, especially considering he had such good taste, and he was so adored and almost revered by so many people. If he didn't want me, shouldn't that be something significant? Shouldn't we listen to that? And I think in some ways this memoir was a way of writing myself out of that feeling of shame and confusion.
书中揭露，有些贾伯斯对待丽莎的方式接近冷酷无情，甚至也有些忽略性别意识或隐私的场景。在丽莎将这些往事化为文字之后，她宣称自己已经走出创伤，以爱与宽恕面对了逝去的贾伯斯。丽莎处理的亲情也包括艺术家母亲，她培养女儿的创造力，也有时因自身混乱而疏忽母职。但丽莎描述母女关系现已大为好转。
And the more, in fact, that the feelings of shame kind of lifted, and I felt myself just part of human nature and human life and human suffering, and my shameful stories and episodes no longer seemed so unique or indeed shameful at all.
用自己的角度梳理亲情、家庭与身份认同，丽莎最终醒悟，她的巨大包袱已经得以卸下。她的人生不完美，但也走出一条独特且清晰的道路。记者吴承翰综合报道。
好，因为受到这个新冠肺炎的影响，很多重要的城市都隔离封城哦。那么其中纽约更是受创很严重。而在这一段没有办法出国旅游的期间，有影视业者推出了线上观赏博物馆的影片，让人可以不用出国，能够在家里欣赏世界级的重量美术馆。那么今天我们要先带您看看纽约古根汉博物馆。我们透过影片来欣赏它的建筑特色，还有它的重要馆藏。洁净的纯白，螺旋形状不断攀升。纽约古根汉博物馆出自知名建筑师法兰克·洛伊莱特之手，以经典的造型成为地标，在2019年被评为世界文化遗产。
The central spiral of the Guggenheim, Frank Lloyd Wright's great invention, seems to give us a rhythmic, tonal, sonic progression as we walk up or down it. There's some sense that actually, rather than a huge high ceiling, you're alone with that work in its compressed ceiling. The space of the museum generates a certain sense of bodily response that can only heighten what we feel when we're looking at the pictures.
古根汉博物馆让许多人驻足流连的经典收藏，便是20世纪抽象表现主义的代表人物康丁斯基的作品。
This painting is really important because this is the painting that the whole collection started from. What's always kind of surprises me about these geometric paintings of Kandinsky is when you come in front of them, they don't feel so geometric. So a mark is not just a mark, it gets thicker and thinner. His hand is all over this painting, the touch of the brush. Every shape is modulated. The blues move from a blue, and you feel the brush marks that shifted. The pink that's radiating behind the black, you feel that energy of the brush mark. Even inside of these patterns where he makes a little grid, you feel it's not done with a ruler and sharply and precisely. It's done very loosely with the brush. You know, it's just like sketched out. And this is the mark, the trace of his hand.
另外一位美国最重要的抽象表现艺术家杰克逊·波洛克的作品也是重要馆藏。
Pollock was always contemporary, and always feels fresh, and always feels as if it's in the moment. And there is something about looking at this where it doesn't feel 50 years old, where it feels like there's something very, as if its performativity or what happened here could have just happened. And there's something about that feels very present in this work. It can easily be seen as a mess. It is kind of a mess. It's part of what this painting is and trying to be. But also what's amazing is it's also so not a mess. But something that's really interesting about this Pollock is that those lines are so linear.
收藏众多美国现代艺术大师作品，古根汉博物馆是热爱艺术人心中重要的朝圣地点。影片中并以各领域知名艺术家以自己观点带领大家欣赏建筑与馆藏作品，在不能出国的日子，也可以借着线上影片无国界的欣赏参观世界重量级博物馆。记者田丽和乃强整理报道。好，感谢你收看《艺饗年代》，我们下周再会。